Hey fuckers, guess what? We're here with Johnny Zilch. Oh my
Hey,
God.
woo!
Stack Deck. He's with Stack Deck and Useless by Design, formerly Smash Bandits, which I fucking miss dearly.
I
Um,
actually been missing it a lot too, but I mean, the dynamics of everything. I play with the bass player in Useless by Design. That was the bass player, original bass player for Smash Bandits. Slim,
nice.
I don't know if you ever met him. Great guy. He's a one incredible bass player. I mean, I've watched him play some incredible stuff, and he's a lot of fun to jam with. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny. I was thinking about when Smash Bandits came down here to Louisville, dude, and that you guys stayed in that hotel right on the corner,
Yeah.
Goldsmith. It was Goldsmith Lane and Bardstown Road. Well, they tore that place down and now it's a gas station. Like
Oh,
it was
well,
like it, we call it like it's the same gas station on two opposite corners right there.
gotcha.
Like,
The
oh, I'm gonna
competing gas stations.
yeah, and the same company, fucking
It's like Metro
dumbasses.
Detroit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, you've always been creative as fuck, dude.
Eh,
Always. Like you've never really stopped.
no, I love music. Now, I tell you what, Tom, music to me, all things aside, I was a really bad alcoholic for a lot of years. And I
Yep.
put that aside and knowing that I was going to have to be in a bar every fucking weekend because I want to play music. I want to make music. That's what I really want to do more than anything else in this world. It means that much to me. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be great. And not everybody has to like it. And trust me, lots of people don't like half of what I put out there. I mean, there's plenty of CDs that have gone unsold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But at the same time, I've always had the ability to express myself in that forum. And that was one of the big things that attracted me to being a musician in the first place. When I was really, really small, I shouldn't say really small, but 5 or 6, I had kind of a hard time communicating with the people around me because I lived in the middle of the ghetto. I mean, I was the only cracker in a box full of chocolates, and well, you know what I mean. It just I just not to, just to frame it, you know what I mean. And so it was. I don't. It wasn't like there was any kind of like I shouldn't say any kind of violent backdrop. It was, Detroit, 81, 82, 83, 84.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It just, I forget what the point I was going to make with that is. So we'll just let it go there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it's all part of it though, right? Like we all have our thing, especially, when we're young that goes, "Oh, we're going to do whatever." And I think for most of us early on, we know. Like I knew, dude, I knew before probably about the same time, 4, 5, 6, like music will forever be a part of me or I will do something with it in one
Yeah.
way or another.
I
So
just knew it
it's
had to be. I could feel it. You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's one of those things that you feel in your soul. And I know that's probably saying something that sounds crazy, but it's something that in your being, in the very essence of what defines you, music resonates there consistently, constantly.
Well,
You know what
it's
I mean?
dude,
And
it's realistically,
it's a
I don't think
self-expression that doesn't need words.
it's the thing that brings us all together,
Ah,
regardless. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah,
to me, it's that great unifier. Like, that was what you and I connected on initially was fucking music, and that was,
absolutely.
dude, that was damn near 30 fucking years ago now.
Hey, there we are. You know what I mean? Hey, it's been a great time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Now we just have to stop getting old so quick. And no,
yeah.
I hit the gym every morning, 4:45. So I ain't too
Oh
worried
shit.
about it. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I put the time in to make sure I'm not gonna fucking, you got to remember I've survived fucking cancer, stroke, MS. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
worked out hard enough to get them to take me off the injections, so I've been on pills for the past. God, it's almost been fucking 5 years, 4 years, almost 4 years. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just fucking humped it out and fucking made it happen. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
really, and you know what? Music was always there. And all the times I couldn't fucking play because of whatever fuck, the MS fucked me up so bad my arms wouldn't move, or fucking, the stroke made my left side stop working, so I couldn't fret. I
Yeah.
had a whole year like that. That was 2000, like 9 into 2010. I was living in St. Clair Shores, and I stroked out at band practice for MacArthur Street and lost the use of my left hand side. And man, I was so scared I wasn't going to get back. But I like they said, "Oh shit, we better take you to Detroit receiving." I said, "You ain't taking me to fucking Detroit receiving." So they took me across the block. There was what was it? Oh my god, I can't even remember what. It's not. I forget. But it's at like 12 Mile and Hoover, 12 Mile and Hoover. So, anyways, went to the hospital. I was two. It was 299 over undefined for my blood pressure, and when I had stroked. So it took me a whole year to rebuild enough to be able to play and start to even be able to fret properly again. And I had to retrain my hand again. You know what I mean? So I had
That's
to retrain it once after cancer. I had to retrain it once after the stroke, and I had to retrain it once after the MS. But you know
that's
what? I
fucking
love music, dude.
yeah. Well, it's part of us, dude. Regardless,
Oh,
that's one of those things that I don't care what happens. There are us that I'll call lifers. Like it will forever. It doesn't matter what it does, but it will always be a part of us somehow, some way.
some way. Yep. Have some way to stay in the game.
Yeah. And it
I
it
always
remind
figured it. I tried to grab all my nieces and nephews and trying to teach them guitar, trying to convince them to get interested in it. But I don't want to force it because I want them to
naturally go to
organically,
it.
yeah, come to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the only way it happened for me. Mine was, it literally was bore out of rebellion. I had gone out with the girls in the neighborhood. I had to be, could have only been 11 or 12 because these girls were in grade school with me and they were hanging out in the neighborhood and they were hanging out on my porch or whatever. And then they said, "Oh, let's go back over to our house." And I'm like, "Well, girls, okay." And my dad had come out just a little while before that. He said, "Johnny, don't you fucking leave. Stay here." And he didn't say nothing else. He just told me that. And then he fucked off and the girls left and I went with them because, well, titties and ass. Even at a young age, I was aware of what was important. But anywho,
Ah,
um, so I wound up when I come back from hanging out with the girls, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, my dad was so pissed off because he poured a bunch of drinks for everybody to bring out or whatever, but I was only thinking about what the girls were doing and that's who I wanted to go with. So he locked me in my bedroom, but took the bedroom door off. So I don't know exactly how he locked me, but either which way you understand, he took the bedroom door off. I'm sitting in my bedroom going, well, what the fuck am I going to do? And I'm sitting around looking in my closet and I see my dad's old amp and his old guitar sitting on there. So I pulled both of those things out, plugged it in, turned that shit all the fucking way up and started strumming as loud as I could because I figured, man, this will piss him off. And then I never stopped, dude. It just ever since that first fucking strum, it's in my heart.
that's so
That's how much it
funny.
fucking means to me.
Yeah. That's like, it's so funny the things that bring us to music. And,
Absolutely.
I was talking with someone like last week and we were talking about like first concert experiences. I said, what was yours? Well, mine was Michael Jackson.
Okay.
It,
I, yeah, I can tell you what mine is, and it's going to trip you out, but it's going to also give you the allegory for why I do part of what I do. My godfather, Dave, used to play in a local Detroit band that was called Detroit Drive. And they were popular on the radio in 85, 86, 87. And one day, I don't know if you're familiar, well, you wouldn't be familiar with it because you ain't lived here in quite some time, but there's a Warrendale community and there was a Brutus Pizza on Warren Avenue. And they were playing on the roof of the Brutus Pizza. And my dad had taken us there so I could go watch my godfather play. You know what I mean? And I watched him jam up on the roof of this place. And that was just so like monumental to me that, that's all I ever wanted to do after that. You know what I mean? As soon as I
yeah.
saw that really like, I mean, playing around with the guitar was great, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, holy fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Dude,
This
and
is what it can be.
that is like, that's like the Beatles playing on
Oh,
the
on the
fucking,
rooftop. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that might have been what they were going for. I don't, I was too young to even really probably understand that
Oh,
part of it. But
sure.
yeah, it had such a hard impact on me. I must have been about maybe like 9 or 10, somewhere right in there. You know what I mean? And it just that really was like, wow, I just know that's exactly what I want to do. I don't necessarily want to play on top of a pizza store, but I
You're
I,
gonna
I
play
want to be on
music, yeah.
stage. You know what I mean? I want to be up there playing. And to me, it's not. I mean, it is pleasing the crowd and having the people enjoy it and everything. But for me, it's not really about Them.
I think for
Yeah.
most, honestly, for most artists, it's not about the crowd. It's about like what they have
What I
coming
make them
out, what they
internalize.
create.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's it's so funny because I think the best albums, when you talk to the people who created them, they're like, yeah, dude, we just got a wild hair up our ass, and like this is what we're doing, and it turned out exactly like I envisioned it, or it turned out better, and it's what I was going for, and if other people like it, awesome. But
Yeah.
it's I think it's when you get into the pop world, it's hard to find the people who do that, right? For no
Yeah.
other reason than to do that. It's like, oh, we're gonna write this fucking song and we're gonna, sell 10 million fucking records in 3 weeks or whatever it is. And
There's no promise of that anywhere in it. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's part of the beauty, though, is that's the mystery and the beauty. How do I find the way everything stacks up together so that it interests you enough to stay viewing long enough
yeah,
for me to, I hate to say it this way, but turn a buck? You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
not that you're trying to turn a buck, but it's trying to sell an album. So more or less trying to get your music out to people. You know what I mean? In fact, I used QR codes to release Stacked X Modern Society on the 7th. And so I got that out there right now. UBD's User Error, which is our new 6-song EP, will be out in the next month and a half. I'm just getting it back for mastering and everything. I'm just awaiting the arrival. And
Just
that's
like
coming.
fucking nonstop, dude. Like,
Oh, well, that's not even mentioned because that's that. So here's how my week works. On Sundays, I go to stack deck practice from 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock on the east side, and then I drive the hour back home again. So it's a 2 hour drive for that practice.
so where
You
are
know,
you at now? Are you in
I'm in
Wixom?
Highland, so I'm
Okay.
north of where we were. So you know
Yeah.
what I mean. But yeah, so I go out there, come back here, and then I have Feudal Lords, which is my 70s and 90s cover band. They come here at 7:30, and we practice until 10. So then I get some sleep on Monday and my wife doesn't kill me. And then Tuesday comes and I have UBD practice, which happens tonight. You know what I mean? So you work all day, come home, and I got practice at 7 p.m., but they usually don't show up till 7:30. Then I keep the next 2 days open as kind of like floater days in case something goes wrong on one of the other practice days or something, or I need an extra bit of practice. It does happen, you know what I mean? I just because I got a lot of things to keep in order. Then usually when it comes back around, lately we haven't been doing it because we played our supposed last show for Sauce. What was it, year before last? And that was a pretty good turnout and everything, a lot of fun. But I think we're going to wind up doing another one just because that's the way that kind of shit works. We've said we quit 100 billion times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking playing punk rock covers about barbecuing. The fuck, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Why not fucking do it? You're not losing nothing.
Yeah, just having fun. I mean,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's
that's it.
I think that's the point of music, dude, is like it's to feel connected and to have a good time. And we so many people lose sight of that shit and it becomes something that it shouldn't. And I'll tell you, like, I don't know, in the last probably decade, I've went to more fucking shows than I care to really admit, dude. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you've offered for me to meet you up on a couple, and I'm sorry that I've had to turn you down. It's just, you know, I mean, the way things have been lately, especially in the past 4 years, is pretty. The wife's going through college, and you know what I mean. She's almost done, but we're living on one salary, so it's a kind of a kick in the dick. You
yeah.
know.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Not it's just been like it for me, it's been nonstop. And shit, you probably don't know this. Like I got two kids.
Well, I think I was aware you had 2 kids. Yes.
Yeah, so they're like 19 and 21. So they're not fucking kids, you know?
No, no, no,
And
no.
it's what's been really cool is like taking them to shows when they were young and watching them uh like create their own path in music and find bands that
Find
they
what they like
enjoy.
and decide
Yeah.
what it appeals to them. Yeah, it is, music is such a personal thing for most people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where you and I have a very broad view of everything. Not everyone develops that broad view right off the bat. Some
Right.
people are only able to quantify what their parents are engaged in. So lots of people grow up and their parents only listen to like broke and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or or country. My wife is a very big country fan. I don't have nothing against country, but I'm not really a big fan of it. You know what I mean? For me, it's just to me, it's not creative enough. And
I think I think it depends on the artist,
yeah, I believe
right?
so.
Some of those folks are
I'm
they're
sorry. Come on. Okay. Sorry.
no,
Had to
you're
have the
good.
beast in.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, I'm done shitting, Dad. Let me fucking
Yeah,
hang out.
they meant they're done eating shit. Fucking assholes. They're fucking dogs. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we're not kidding nobody. They're fucking eating
my,
shit.
my well, we've got two now. We just had one pass a few months ago,
I'm
and
sorry to hear that.
well, it was so fucking weird. So early August, my wife got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh God. That
So
I'm even sorry to hear that.
yeah, well, so I'm just like it was so weird how like the last few months went. So she got her diagnosed like August 4th or August 7th, something like that. Like a week later, my dog is acting weird. So
Yep.
we take her to the vet, and she's young. And mind you, backstory, she had her leg broke. She broke her leg April of 24,
Okay.
and they said they saw lesions, in the x-rays, and they were like, hey, we think it's cancer, we're not sure. Best case, amputate. You might get 2 years with her. We can try chemo. They quoted like
Yeah,
five.
I trust me. I paid for 2 knee replacement surgeries on dogs. Knuckles over there, his fucking one snapped, and it was $6,000 I paid to have his knee replaced. But I love him. Fuck it. I
Right.
mean, you got kids, you got to pay that price. You know what I mean? And
Well,
dogs are my
the
kids.
dude, it was 5 figures for the chemo, and best case with chemo, you had 9 months.
Oh, why would you
So
do that?
I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm like,
harm
I'm
the, yeah.
well,
This is something I love. Why do I want to harm
yeah.
it?
So we chop her fucking leg off, and she was great. Well, so right after Jen was diagnosed, fucking Penny was acting weird, so we take her, and it's literal. I shit you not, we're in and out of the vet for a month, and finally they're like, you know what, like, but we're gonna do some scans. She'd been through 3 rounds of antibiotics. They scanned the lungs, and they're like, holy shit. Oh, it's like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you could barely see, like, she didn't have any clear
Airways. Oh
areas in her
God.
fucking lungs. She couldn't barely breathe, dude. It was
Yeah,
it was terrible. So
that is
uh
horrible.
so she probably lasted another like 60 days, and then we
Oh,
put her down, and
I'm sorry to hear that, bud.
dude, it was so weird. Like,
Trust me, I went through even the same thing. Brittany, who is my wife's dog. So when we met, I had bought Knuckles, and she had Brittany, and Brittany was a beautiful. She was she? Are they called red noses? I think, or something. But either which way, she was a great pit bull, great dog. I mean, just genuinely the lovingest animal you ever met in your life. And all she was doing great up until about she had to be about 11 or 12, and then we came back from camping one time, and it looked like she jumped off the bed, and all of a sudden her shoulder was all swollen up. So I worried she hurt herself. You know what I mean? So we took her in, had him look at it, and they're like, I don't know, but let's see her, give her some of this stuff. It turned out to be a fucking mass. She had bone cancer inside the bone, and when she did that, she must have fractured and released a little bit of it, and it came out, and her arm swelled up like this bag. I tried making Simpson oil to give her, and we tried that for like 5 months, and man, it broke my heart, but I had to let her go. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because what I was trying to do wasn't doing anything to help her. You know what I mean? And that was
yeah, dude, it's
fuck off, goddamn dog.
I
Sorry.
love you, but get the fuck out of here right
He
now.
just he stands here and whimpers.
Oh yeah,
You're you're gonna
that's
keep talking. I'm gonna fuck you up.
that's
Anyways,
dude, that is Camille. The minute she
Yeah.
hears someone, she's like, or as soon as
Look
you
at me,
pick up
look at
the
me,
phone,
look at me.
I know. She's like, hey, I need something. Like, what do you want? She's like,
Hey,
I
I'm
don't
over here.
know.
I'm over here.
Yeah. It's like fucking Stewie. Mom, mommy,
Mom,
mama.
mom, mommy, mommy, mommy. Oh shit. It's good to see you,
So
Tom.
what's yeah, you too, Johnny. What's the plan with fucking Stack Deck and Useless by Design?
Well, Stack Deck has got, let's see, 4 shows are coming up so far, and I'm willing to bet there's going to be quite a few more. I've already written another 8 songs for the next album, and we just releasing this EP because I wanted to get some stuff out that's a little bit different than some of the other stuff I'm going to release with the band. That's going to be the Modern Society EP that we released under the QR codes. You can catch those up on my site or wherever, you know what I mean. In fact, stackdeckdetroit.com. You can get it from there too. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
either which way, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting year, you know, I mean, because I'm going to be dropping these in tandem. I'm using a different service, and I don't know if some of your other people you've had to interview have used it, but I've been using Ditto. Are you familiar with Ditto?
Mm-mm.
Okay, look it up, dude, because it would do wonders for your podcast. Because what you can do is you can actually touch every single download site, every single download, every streaming service to carry it, and you can go through and automatically do it. And it's a one-time fee of for you can have up to 2 artists for $69, I think I paid.
Hmm.
So look it up though. I don't want to talk a bunch of shit about it. I'll let you make your own decision once you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
just did it.
what I use now it does pretty good. I mean, it's got Spotify, Apple, I
Yeah.
think a bunch of other fucking streaming platforms that
Okay.
I just don't know about.
Which service do you use?
Um, so I use uh, it used to be called, what the fuck did it used to be called? It's podcast or yeah, podcast for creators or something like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not real familiar. I'm just curious. Yeah.
Yeah,
So cool.
it was something early on. It was something else, and when it was that other thing, what they would let you do is like you could get sponsors as soon as you put an episode out, like your first episode without any listeners.
Really?
Yeah, so I started using it, and then I just became familiar with it, and Spotify picked it up. Oh, Spotify for creators is what it's called.
Oh, Spotify for creators. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not real familiar with that either. I did sign up for a Spotify just so I had a creator ID for I was actually, as I was trying to link it into that Ditto, they actually take all that information and they link it all together with everything. And it was, man, I am going to strangulate you. Oh, fucking, I'm sorry, Tom. Give me just one
You're
second here.
all right. You're
Go
good.
the fuck outside.
Uh,
On the bitch. All right, there we go. Sorry about
yeah,
that.
nah, you're good. So yeah, I mean, it does what I need it to do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
absolutely.
so I'm good. I can see all my all my metrics from the from most of the streaming platforms, which
Okay.
is I mean
So it
that's
runs
the
an analytics on it, and that's good. Okay,
yeah
cool. Man.
that that's the important thing. I got to know how shitty I'm doing.
And I doubt that's the case. It's got to
Uh,
be pretty. Yeah.
I mean
Huh?
it's all right, dude. Like you know, like YouTube has done really well. I think what is this month 26
Okay.
of doing this, and YouTube we're over 1.2 million views.
Fuck yeah.
Um, I think I average somewhere between 1 and 2,000 like watch hours every month. Um,
Yeah.
which is I mean that's fucking
Incredible.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. That's awesome, dude. That's something to be proud of.
yeah. I mean
Building an
you know
empire.
the empire of shit. Yes. Oh fuck.
Shit, buddy. Yeah, fuck. Other than that, I don't know. Not a whole lot has actually been all that much up. I've just been so engaged in trying to do all these things that it doesn't give me a whole lot of time to sit still. But
Yeah.
I'm not much of a sit still type of
You
person.
you
So
never have been.
no, no. Even dead, I don't sit still.
Right. I
Yeah.
trust me, I get it, dude. Like
Yeah.
Jen fucking said to me, we were talking, I don't know, probably like last month about she wanted to go somewhere on vacation, and I'm like, there's nothing to do there. She's like, no, it was like Bora Bora or something, one of the get in
Yeah.
one of those cabins over the water. And I'm like,
What
what do you
happens when I want to go for a run?
what do you fucking do?
Yeah.
She's like, you just relax. I'm like, I don't know how to fucking
I don't want to
relax.
sit still that fucking long. Yeah, what are you
No,
trying to do here? I don't even sit down to watch fucking movies. You know
right.
what I mean? That's
No, because it's like when I sit down and if I sit down and try to watch something, I fall asleep.
yep. Oh yeah. Usually I'm that stoned that I fucking just I'm right out, dude.
It's
But yeah, no, that's regularly yeah, that's a thing.
yeah.
And so I have a hard time doing it too. I'm pretty strict on myself because I go to the gym at 4:45 in the morning. I make sure I go to bed by 9:30 every night. You know, I mean, I know that's some old man shit, but to be honest with you, it
Listen,
just seems to make everything work better.
you want to hear some old man shit?
Yeah.
All right. I like to be in bed by 8.
Whoa! Really?
Hell
Well,
yeah.
how old were the boys when when you decided you were able to do that? Ah,
Uh, so so the way it works for me is like I'm same thing. I get up early in the morning. I'm up between 4 and 5 every morning,
okay.
but I need some time to like wind down at the end of the day. So like my phone is like constantly goes. Like I probably went through like 400 texts today, and I'm just like,
Oh, yeah. That's it. That's
yeah.
all of it.
So
Back
like
off.
I shut the fucking phone off. I put it away, and I just kind of go, okay, this is my
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
That's when I fucking fall asleep. Jen's like, you're so fucking old. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
all
What do you
right
want
with
me to
it
do? Yeah. Fuck, man.
because,
You know what?
well, yeah, like in the nights that I'm not able to get in bed when I want, it's generally because I'm going to a show or something,
Gotcha.
you know?
Uh, I was primed from a young age to be awake all night. And having the luxury of going to bed at 9:30, that like that's a happiness. You know, I mean, to me, that's better than I ever did in my life. You know,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I got 20. Yeah, it would have been about, well, it's not right. It would have been about 19, maybe 18 years of drinking. You know what I mean? Where I just was 24 hours a
Yeah.
day. There'd be 2, 3 days I didn't sleep. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah, dude.
fuck, man,
But when we were young, it was such a
second
different
nature.
fucking world. Yep.
Absolutely. It totally was a different world. And I feel really bad for the people that are born now because I don't feel like they're getting the kind of exposure that they need to understand the world around them.
Oh,
You
they're
know,
they're
they don't have
absolutely
the
not,
exposure,
dude.
and everything is so polarized. When we were young, we realized that things were around us, but we understood that we didn't have to take part in them. And I think that the current generation doesn't understand how to separate themselves from what's around them and happening around them.
It's because they've never been able to, right?
Yeah,
Like from a young age, what do they have? There's always the access to social media. So
agreed.
they're like for us, we would go to school and we had our school friends and it was great.
Yeah.
But you get pissed off at your school friends and you go home and you're hanging out with your home friends.
Neighborhood friends. Yeah, exactly.
So it's
That or cousins
completely
or something.
right. So you at least had that separation and you could like I don't know, if you were fighting with someone in either place, you at least had a reprieve from them at
Yeah,
some point during the day. And now they don't fucking have it. The constant,
you're right up
like,
their ass. Everybody's right there, and everybody wants to be in your business. Yeah, I understand.
yeah, like I
And nobody knows how to punch. That's what trips me out the most. You know what I
shit,
mean? That's
yeah,
what I'm seeing.
kids I know, they know how to fucking punch.
Well, yeah, I'm sure yours do, but I'm just saying the kids nowadays. I don't think maybe they do. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like they. I don't know. They don't. I don't see the aggressive streak that I saw in like the generation that came before or after us, or
Well,
after that
but
even.
those are different things though, right? Like it's one
Okay,
thing to be aggressive, it's another thing to know how to throw a punch.
okay,
Like
fair enough. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah,
so
100%.
depending on well, a part of it I think is all the fucking I'm gonna really sound like an old man now. All the karate and the mosh pits, dude.
Get off my lawn. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I can.
Like I'm
I
like,
know somebody came out there throwing up a high kick at me, I'd be losing their other foot.
yeah, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to break a
I don't
hip.
have no interest. I went and saw Biohazard up here in Pontiac like 3, 4 months ago.
Was that
And
the
man,
Crowfoot?
I was at the Crowfoot. And man, Biohazard fucking tore it up, dude. They played a lot of shit from like State of the World, and it was just a really good fucking set. Me and my buddy Kevin, the singer for Sauce, the grill master, we went to the show, and thank God he drove because I can't see at night that well, but I still do it anyway. Um, it really was like I've seen Biohazard quite a few times over the course of a few years. The other bands I didn't know as well, Bayway was one of them, and there was a couple other ones. Um, but that one's Hate Incorporated, I think, was one of them, maybe,
Okay.
or Hate Inc. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, either which way, it was a good show. Yeah, I had a good time, and it was worth the $30. You know, I mean, I got to see Biohazard. They kicked ass. Nah, I wasn't expecting because Bobby Hamble rejoined the band, and they actually
Yeah.
were out as the full Biohazard, and it it was something to see, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
got some like
I've not seen Biohazard in years, dude. I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw him.
yeah. Well, you know, State of the World Address, that was that was one of the albums that hit me like a ton of bricks. They had a couple of really good ones. They had a couple that were okay, that I liked a whole lot, but I didn't necessarily find the same amount of joy as I do. And you know, like the first three albums are just insanely good. And then what's the fucking one I like? It was after Bobby left the band. He left the band for a little while or whatever. It was I think that's how it went. Either which way, I can't remember what the name of it was. Lost, or it's Modeleo. Modeleo. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah. Biohazard Modeleo. Look it up. That one's pretty good.
All right.
There's a couple decent songs, but the lyrical matter in some of it is kind of so, you know what I mean? You check it out, you make your own judgment.
Sure. So
Yeah.
what local bands are you fucking into right now?
Oh, local band wise, man. I'll tell you what, this was already a year ago, but we played with there's a band, it was actually a rock band called Cherry Drop that actually was really good, man. I really enjoyed their set. I thought they were rather talented. I spoke with the singer for a little while and got to know them just a little bit. I don't know them well enough, you know, but
Sure.
either with me. Of course, you know, Choking Susan, which is a close friend of mine. I always enjoyed their music. And
Yeah,
so
for many,
seeing
many
them
years
play
now.
still and you can get out there and do it, that's important. There's lots of different local bands. It's just hard for me to put a finger on everything without a list here in front of me. You know what I mean? Um, I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Um,
there was one I just fucking stumbled upon, God, probably like 6 months ago, and I was just like, holy shit, they're fucking rad. But I don't remember the name of them to save my fucking life right now.
no,
No.
yeah, it's catch 22 because then if you start thinking about that, you don't remember. Yeah, that's not going to show me shit. Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of them, Tom. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Um, yeah, just I don't know. Oh, EKG is a big one. That one's real important. Definitely check those guys out.
Okay.
Um, let's see who else.
I'm gonna look for that fucking band because I like now I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, what
Yeah,
was
no,
the name?
EKG. That one will they kick ass. Actually, their guitarist is the bass player for Stack Deck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's does a real good job. We always kick ass. So yeah, I'd like jamming with him. I
So
like jamming with him.
are you gonna take the bands out on the fucking road?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, actually, we're trying to figure out a comprehensive way to do it. And what I want to really do is I know there's a couple other players in the game that are interested in kind of setting up a road work kind of thing where we
Yeah,
can swap shows in areas. And if we create a lane of places that consistently show a draw, it'll be worthwhile if we can go up and down the plank into our respective areas and have decent shows. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
I'd rather play once out of state every other month and then once in state once a month. You know what I mean? Now, when I say once in state, I don't mean, you know, once in Detroit and then again in Detroit. I'm saying once in Detroit, once in Ann Arbor, once in Lansing,
right.
once in, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, just try to put a little bit of distance in there and try to create a little bit more shit to
Well, I think that's kind of the cool thing about Michigan is there are so many like different uh like communities to
yeah,
play. I
enclaves.
mean, you know,
Absolutely.
you go up north and do Traverse City. You've got fucking Grand Rapids
Yeah.
and you know, it's really fucking cool, man. Oh, dude, I think this is it. Hold on.
Yeah.
The Lowcocks.
Yeah, I played a show or two with them.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah,
Quite talented.
they're rad for sure.
Where'd you run across their stuff?
Somewhere online there was buddy, I think a buddy of mine sent it and was like, dude, check this out. I'm like, kick ass. He My buddy Mike in Pittsburgh does something similar, right? He just constantly is fucking promoting music. So it's cool to have those conversations and to see what we can kind of pull from, from each
Collaborate
other.
on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's so much shit going on. There's so much music. It's really fucking hard to honestly, it's hard to like pay attention to everything.
Tom, with shows like what you do, it's what's actually going to join all this stuff together and make it actually work like it's supposed to. Because right now, everything is so sporadic. It's there, but it's sporadic. So it doesn't have the interconnecting roads to communicate. The more that you espouse the idea that we all try to work together to
Yeah.
achieve this, you know what I mean? And the more that I do, and the more that we all do as a community, the better the scene's going to get. You know what
Yeah,
I
for
mean?
sure.
And that's the thing.
So yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing is like getting everyone to like come together, and it's so I think it's so different now than when we were younger. When we were younger, it was very much you fucking metalheads listen to metal, punk rock, listen to fucking punk rock, and there was not a lot of like intermingling. Whereas now there's a lot more people are open to
Yeah,
everything, more now
within
than
reason. Yes, because there's, I mean, I for the most part, but uh, you still see some. You can see some. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. That could just be people's attitudes. Who knows? You know what I mean?
well, so yeah, yeah, but I think overall the majority of people are open to multiple different genres, whereas when we were kids, if you were a punk, you only listened to punk, and the metalheads hated you, and you
Yeah,
know,
it was a switch and bait. Yeah, I know. I because I started out a metalhead, and then I
yeah,
had a buddy that really turned me on to. He actually started playing Bad Religion, and I it was like Suffer, and hearing that, I enjoyed it so much. I thought it was just complicated enough to be interesting because that's one of the things that some music bores the fuck out of me. But you know what I mean? It
yeah,
was actually the lyrics were uh complicated and the music was, even though it wasn't necessarily a complicated stylistically, um structurally it was, you know what I mean, and that's
yeah,
kind of what I grabbed out of it. So yeah.
yeah. It's you know, I honestly I couldn't even tell you like what my earliest. It was the same for me. I started out as a metalhead, and I mean I'm still a metalhead now,
Metalhead,
but
yeah, yeah,
I enjoy punk
everything.
and
That's music.
yes,
Yeah,
music is
yeah,
fucking music.
yeah. I listen
Dude,
to a lot. So I can listen to 70s and be happy. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah.
70s rock, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
Someone
I
was
got
talking about Thin Lizzy today, and I was just
Oh
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
actually played a couple of their songs with my cover band. Yeah.
hell yeah. I,
Jailbreak is one of them, I think. Yeah.
I
We're
fucking
actually, I think we did it the last 2 years, but I think we're going to do it this year too. Harman, I work for Harman International, Samsung. But either which way, they do a Make Music Day every year. And so Feudal Lords, which is my cover band, actually went and played it 2 years in a row.
hell
So
yeah.
the second year, unfortunately, my singer's father had passed on his way to the show. So we wound up having to have employees from there that would play in other bands at the work come up and sing the songs for us,
Oh
which was
shit.
cool. We only had to cut one song out of our 7 song set and we got to still perform. So that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That sucks that fucking having to, anyone has to deal with that shit, especially on
Well,
that
of
way,
course,
.
this is life though, and we're
Yeah.
all going. So you know what I mean. Ain't no sense in worrying too much about that.
I know, dude. And the older we get, the more it fucking happens. Just like,
Yeah, but that's more you need to not pay attention to it. That
yeah,
way it doesn't. Because man, I tell you what, worrying about shit that isn't here right now in this moment, it just fucking taxes you and it takes your life away. You know what
fuck
I mean?
yeah.
It cheats you out of fucking relaxation. It cheats you out of peace of mind. I can't say enough things to let you know it ain't worth it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, it's really not, dude. Like I think that's the hardest thing I try to get the fucking, the wife and the kids to understand is like, we're not, we can, we can worry about things until we're fucking dead, or you can try and really enjoy shit. And
Make
I've,
peace.
I've,
Yeah, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
how much worse is it's gonna be what it's gonna be than picking the worst thing it could be? You know what I mean?
yeah,
You don't know. You don't. So if you don't know, you don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
yeah. It's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
Ah, life is
You
so
have to,
fucking wild.
it's a it's how I've had to frame everything for all my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
that's
dude, I think it's so weird to see like kids now, right?
yeah,
The access to everything. Like we
yeah.
had
We had
nothing.
cassette singles.
Yes. But we, like, dude, we used to go when I was a kid, we went to fucking Value Village to get fucking clothes because we couldn't afford
Furniture.
anything.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
Yeah.
you do your thing, and now they're the kids. I mean,
$50 for a pair of pants. Fuck you.
oh shit, only 50, dude.
I don't know. I don't buy expensive shit, so that's the cheap shit.
We want so this is probably 12 years ago or something. Jen and I we flew out to California because she grew up in LA or right outside of LA. So we flew out there to see friends and whatever. And we're going to eat somewhere in Malibu and we're walking down fucking PCH or whatever, and we stop in the store and the guy goes, "Oh, you get $50 off." And I'm thinking, kick ass, I'm gonna get me like a 10 or a $20 pair of jeans.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, those are like 400." I'm like, "What the
What?
fuck?" Yeah,
Yeah. Fucking motherfucking Walmart charging $400 for a pair of fucking pants.
I'm out. I was like, "Cool, I'll
Yeah,
see ya.
you can hold
Easy
on
for
to those.
me."
I'm good. I'll just
Yeah,
keep wearing my fucking rags.
yeah,
Fuck you.
dude, it was so wild. I was just
Yeah,
like, I couldn't even fathom like anyone paying that much for fucking clothes.
but yeah, I wonder if anybody actually does. You know what I mean? I imagine they have to obviously do that, but I'm just kind of thinking, is that all, trying to backfill for all the shit that got stolen over the years or whatever? I don't
Dude,
know. You know what I mean?
no, I think like especially Malibu, right? Like you
Oh,
think Malibu,
Malibu.
this
Okay,
is
so yeah,
fucking
it's higher tier. Okay, never mind.
yeah. It's
All right,
it's the fucking people who it's the
I
haves.
gotcha. No, it makes way more sense.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, I'm not buying
Yeah,
those. No,
yeah.
I'm good with
Glad I
my
didn't try them on.
yeah. I
My
did
ball
try them
sweat would have
on.
contained them,
Like
contaminated them.
fucking I'm good with my $20 pants. Like, let's move
Yeah, fuck
on.
it. $20 pants. You're a rich man.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around. I had
Oh
to pull my
fuck.
loincloth down to my ankles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you doing you almost always do physical media for your releases? Are you doing physical media with these?
Um, we will probably do some, but I just went the digital download because it seems like nobody wants the physical media. Like the last time I pressed CDs, I still have like 10 left. You know what I mean? I now that I don't know if that says something about my music, but either which way.
Well,
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is the crowd, right? Like we
Yeah.
just had oh fuck. I gotta show you this album because it's fucking dope.
Okay, do it.
Mm.
Oh,
Redivider.
okay. Sounds of Malice. Wow, that's pretty sweet. I haven't seen that.
So this just came out
Okay.
It's fucking some killer old school like death metal, dude.
Oh shit.
Uh, we s- we did an order, and they are. I mean, we're about halfway gone with what we had to sell, and that was. I think we shipped them out last week.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Fucking A. Yeah.
So, like those
Yeah.
guys they're fucking younger.
Oh yeah.
Well, I say they're younger. They're not. They're probably our age. A couple of them are. Some of
Gotcha.
them are younger, but they play to a younger crowd. Like they're fucking. The release show for that was the room was 85 capacity. There was 160 paid attendees.
Oh, whoa. Well, somebody did their promotion right. Shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah. It was fucking insane.
I
Um,
can dig it.
those dudes, they're so rad. Such a good fucking band.
Right on.
There's a place down here, a bar called Mag Bar.
Okay.
I'm telling you because like if you guys in another band are gonna go out
Try
and
to
do
do that.
something,
Yeah. Check that out, huh?
yeah,
All right.
but you
I'll go
you
ahead. Yeah. I'll
where
check it
you
out for sure.
where you want to play is Metal Monday.
Metal Monday. Hmm.
Yep.
I've heard about that actually.
So it's dude, it's a consistent crowd.
Okay.
A light night is like 40 people.
Wow.
I've
Gotcha.
I've I've seen it completely fucking, you know,
Good. Yeah.
yeah, like
Asshole
fucking
to elbow.
I was gonna say nuts to butts, but yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah.
you
I
know,
usually try to keep the pecker holding people away from me, but either which way, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I call it the jack stand.
oh dude, it's it gets fucking crazy in there, and everyone's there to have a good fucking time. Um, they have a good time, they buy merch. It's that is where I would tell everyone like do that a couple of times and build up your fucking crowd and then work into the rest of the
The
week. But we've got a
venues.
lot of fucking cool places to play down here now.
Okay. Well, you know what? You do some peeping, let me know. I fucking get my people going because this, you know what I'm saying? That's something I'm looking to do. I'm getting them all to agree to play at least one local show a month and then one external show every other month.
Yeah.
So that way I can keep everything going like that. And then eventually here I'm going to start forcing weekends on them, Friday nights and Saturdays. You know what I mean? But just, why not maximize that time? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then if you can find a matinee Sunday someplace where I've done some of those, that might be an option too here. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things,
Yeah,
be able to
you know,
influence it.
uh fucking I Hate God is playing they just did in Detroit. I think earlier this year they did a matinee show.
Oh, really?
Fuck. Yeah, they did two shows. They fucking sold out in Detroit.
No shit. Huh. That's pretty sweet. Matinee shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was they I think they did two back to back. They did Saturday. So they did Saturday, Sunday, but I don't remember if it was Detroit, Chicago or Chicago, Detroit, but
Ah,
they fucking four shows within 48 hours, dude, and sold all four of them out, which is fucking
yeah,
wild.
that must have padded the bank account.
Shit, yeah, dude. How fucking nice is that? Like, oh, we're gonna add another show and make a bunch more money. Okay.
That's the shit I dream about.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, they've been going for what, almost 40 years now.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking A. You don't get those places without putting in that kind of effort. You know what I
that is
mean?
right.
If you're not going to make the sacrifice, it ain't going to happen. So
A lot of
that's why
years on
you
the
got to
fucking
shape
road
your
for sure.
dream,
Yeah.
especially when you're at a local level like I am, where where my driving factor isn't making it. My driving factor is being able to have consistent crowds in a local to semi-local situation. That's where my aim is more because I think I can have a higher impact that way. Um, I don't know. It's hard to say. But
Well, I think, the good thing about music is there's places for everyone, right? Like if you want to be out touring the world, you can absolutely drive and towards that and do that. Or, you fucking play shows and play music for you. Who gives a flying fuck
anybody
what
else has to say, I got a decent day job, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the idea. Yeah, fuck.
So I mean that's one of the beautiful things about music, and music at all levels is good, from the band that doesn't ever go out and play, who's still playing in the garage but writes fucking music. Like, dude, some of those bands are like, holy
Incredible.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've met many of them. There, many of them over the course of time that just amazed me. But because of their position in just as you laid it out, they either had other obligations, work wise, whatever, and that they couldn't commit the kind of time it took to
Well,
carry the
dude,
band out in a
maybe
meaningful
they
way.
fucking just have a bunch of stage anxiety. I mean, I know some
I had the
tremendous.
worst stage anxiety in my very first show. The very first Smash Bandit show we ever played, it was in a pub on, I shouldn't call it a pub even. It was on, oh God, what the hell was it? It was on Ford Road and like it was like Ford Road and I don't know, but either which way, it was south of 275. Um, we went in there and they had open mic night. And SD, the guy that taught me how to play in bands, he said, "Okay, come on, we're gonna go do this show." And this
How
was
is
I
he
had written,
doing?
we saw all the very first show I'd ever played like this. I mean, I played plenty of shows with other bands that I had as a kid in garages and fucking pole barns, shit like that. I had never actually gone and stood on a stage in a bar full of drunk fucking people. And I got up there and played the fast shit that I like. We played through everything that I wrote, and it was like I think it could have only been 8 or 9 songs or whatever, and it was just amazing. And I was doing it through like a mic'd practice amp, you know what I mean? And the other guitarist was on a mic'd practice amp. So I don't know. But that was, I don't think about it too much, but that one was a pretty cool memory. Because for hours before the show, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't do this. Dude, I can't get on stage. I can't do this. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. I can't fucking do it. I'm not
Fucking
gonna do
knots
it.
in your stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was about ready to throw up. And I was a drinker and drunk wasn't even fixing it, and fucking, yeah, and then I got up there and fucking, I don't ever want to get off the stage.
So funny. How the fuck's SD doing?
Oh, he's great, man. The kids are grown and they got great bands. If you get an opportunity, you need to check out Blood Bond.
Okay.
Yeah, now that's the three children, and that's Angel, that's Neil, and that's Junior. And man, they're incredible, dude. I think they're going to be a kick-ass band. But either which way, he's doing really well. He's still doing one SD album a year or so. He's focused on his career and stuff, so more power to him. I'm
Oh
happy.
yeah.
I'm happy. He's happy. And yeah, I haven't got to spend a lot of time with him. I saw him at Halloween because they put a Halloween party on every year. So
Dude, the older we get, the more it happens where it's just like, oh, I gotta, I've got these other things.
yeah,
I'm like,
other
fuck.
things that are requiring my time.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
consistent.
everything is. Are, oh, okay. I think I found him on the IG.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
put it up so I can fucking remind myself to like go listen to it.
Check it out. Oh yeah, for sure. And I love them kids. They're awesome, man. And they kick ass as a band. I mean, fucking oh my God. And so both Neil and Junior sometimes play in Sauce and actually been helping us carry it for the past couple of years because we're not gonna lie, we're all getting older, and they're a hell of a lot better musicians than we'll ever be. But either which way, um, it's really cool because I can remember watching them, being really small and hanging out down in the basement and seeing us doing what we were doing. When SD and I and Josh and fucking everybody, we were trying to, Dave, and we are writing music and trying to figure out how to put songs together and how to make it happen. And it really, it means so much to me to see them doing that and enjoying it. It's
Yeah.
not like they're doing it because they think they're going to get something out of it. They're doing it because the same reason I do it. because
That's dude,
the
it's
impact it
passing
has
the
on my soul.
torch, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah,
I just love
that's
it. I love it, period. There's nothing I enjoy more, with the exception of sex. But anywho,
right.
I'm not gonna lie, fucking is fucking.
Oh shit.
Shit,
That's
Tom, I apologize, but my time's starting to run out, buddy. I got
no,
people
you're
showing up at 7. I gotta eat some kind of dinner.
yeah,
Well, I'm not gonna
yeah,
eat
you're
tonight.
totally good, dude. I got to fucking rock and roll too. So Johnny, I appreciate you,
Hey,
dude.
dude, Tom, thanks so much for having me. And I hope we talk again soon. I miss you, brother.
I miss you too. I'm sure we next time I'm up, we'll have to go get lunch or something.
Absolutely, 100%. I'll make the time. Give it a hold of
Uh,
me. All right.
all
All
right,
right.
dude, I
Talk to you,
will.
buddy.
Have a
All
great
right, bye.
night. See ya.
You as well.